Hey guys, it's Sarah. Today I'm sharing my honest review of the Silver Springs Glass Bottom Boat Tour here in Central Florida, and answering the question, is it actually worth it? I grew up in Florida and I did this tour as a kid, but I recently went back as an adult to see if it still holds up. If you're trying to decide whether to book it, especially between the 30-minute and 90-minute options, and you're wondering how it compares to kayaking, I'm breaking it all down for you in this video. So let's get into it. Since I drove about an hour to get there, I chose the 90-minute extended tour. I wasn't sure if 90 minutes would feel too long, but I was pleasantly surprised. Boarding was easy. The boat has one oval bench around the edge, and the glass panels are in the center. Our boat was open on the sides, which I actually ended up loving. It felt like a little river safari. Now let's talk wildlife. It had been cold in Florida, which actually increases your chance of seeing manatees, and within the first part of our tour, we spotted one thanks to the tracker it had on. We also saw alligators sunning on the banks, tons of turtles, birds everywhere, and monkeys. Yes, monkeys. They're not native, and sightings are rare, but someone on our boat spotted a few in the trees. By the time we circled back, they were gone, but we did see them. And I've paddled Silver Springs multiple times and never seen monkeys before, so that felt like a major win. One of my favorite moments was when a manatee swam under the boat and we could partially see it through the glass bottom. Another highlight was getting surprisingly close to a gator that apparently hangs out in the same spot all the time. The guide said he's used to the boats coming through, and seeing him up close like that was incredible. And just before docking, they take you over to the main spring. The guide explained that the spring pumps out 550 million gallons of water per day, enough to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool in 45 seconds. They also drive over these underwater statues that were actually props from a 1960s TV series filmed there, which adds a really unique historical element to the tour. Overall, the tour completely exceeded my expectations, and the full 90 minutes went by way faster than I thought it would. The water is crystal clear. You can see straight to the bottom. Under the glass, you'll see fish, grass beds, the rocky spring basin, underwater statues from an old Hollywood TV show, and if you're lucky, maybe some larger wildlife like manatees. The glass gives you a much clearer underwater view than kayaking, even though kayaking gets you physically closer to wildlife. And honestly, there's really no bad seat on the boat. So which one should you choose? The 30-minute tour offers a great overview. You'll see the main spring and statues. It's better for young kids, and it's perfect if you're short on time. The 90-minute tour goes much farther downriver, increases your wildlife chances, better for photographers or wildlife lovers, and it's totally worth it if you don't mind a longer outing. We passed the point where the 30-minute tour would typically turn around, and I will say the farther we went, the more wildlife we saw. That said, I did notice some younger kids getting restless on the 90-minute tour. So if you're visiting with little ones, I'd probably stick to the 30 minutes. Now, is the boat better than kayaking? I've paddled Silver Springs multiple times and they're completely different experiences. The boat requires zero effort, better underwater visibility, great for families and seniors, and it's 30 or 90 minutes in total. The kayak requires active paddling. If you do the circular route, you will have to paddle upstream for a bit. There is a possibility of closer wildlife encounters. There's a 2 to 4+ hour commitment, but it's better for adventure lovers. If you can't decide, honestly, do both. Do the 30-minute boat tour and then rent a kayak or book a tour. So, is the Silver Springs glass bottom boat tour worth it? Absolutely yes. Even if wildlife is shy the day you go, the iconic glass bottom boat over the crystal clear water is something you don't forget. Just choose the tour length that fits your trip. If you found this helpful, please hit the subscribe button. And if you've done this tour before, tell me in the comments, 30 minutes or 90. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.